The draft is tomorrow evening, and I can't think of a better way to just kind of bring this thing full circle and to let y'all have some mock drafts. So I've got 3 guests tonight that are avid followers of the show that are going to be doing 5-round mock drafts for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see how accurate they are when the draft comes tomorrow. We're going to talk a little bit about Brandon Ayuk. I'm going to ask them if they think he's going to get traded. They have full autonomy. If they want to trade Brandon Ayuk, they can. If they want to trade up, they can. If they want to trade back, they can. That is completely up to them. So 3 people, 5-round mock. We'll see how much time is after that. It hasn't gone too late. I might open it up for one more person. We will see. But that is the plan for tonight. It is pre-planned, open mic night. 3 callers, 3 5-round mocks. Let's get it. All right, welcome back to Last Second Sports, where we are giving you our take down to the last second. And as I said, it's open mic night. A little bit of a twist. It's not just a free-for-all the way that it normally is, but I am bringing in callers. So here's the 3 that I've got lined up tonight. And then maybe, like I said, maybe, depending on time, I might open it up for one more. I've got Yaz first. Then Brother Bob is supposed to be calling in at some point. We'll get with him. And then we've got one more person. Keep that one a secret, just because he always makes me laugh. But he'll be coming on a little bit later. So 3 people. I might have a 4th. We will see. But I have a question for this gentleman. This gentleman always is in the chat. I appreciate him. Was actually surprised that he was one of the people that wanted to do this, but I don't think I've ever seen his face. I think he's called in, but I think his camera's been off. I could be mistaken. But I have a question for him about his name, because I have a friend that goes by the exact same name. He goes by Yaz. What's up, Yaz? How you doing?
Not bad. How are you, Jesse?
Doing good. So is Yaz a nickname, or is Yaz like your like I have a friend, his last name's Yazalino. We call him Yaz. So is it like a last name thing? What is it?
No, my first name is Yazin, so I just go by Yaz.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right on. I had to know. I was like, man, that'd be crazy if this guy's last name is Yazalino, just like my buddy. That would be intense. All right, brother. So when you mock draft, do you use PFF or do you use another website?
I've been doing it on the Sports Skita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good with using PFF?
We can use whatever you want.
Okay. I want to make sure, because, if you kind of use what you use, it can make it a little bit tough. So whenever you basically just stop me at any point, you can say, hey, I want to look at these positions. I want to look at the next 20 players available. Hey, stop the draft. I want to make a trade. You let me know. But before we get going, because it will go a little bit quicker once I start this thing, I don't have it at full speed, but they will fire through the picks a little bit quicker. Are you planning on trading Brandon Ayuk in your trade or in your draft?
I was gonna ask you, what do you think we should do on trades? Do you think we should
it's up to you.
Trade back or stay pat? I don't know. I don't think we should trade Brandon Ayuk in the mock, but that's not to say that I don't believe there's a good chance they might do it anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start this. Let me actually, I don't think it's going to go too terribly fast, but you definitely want to watch in case is there a specific player that if they're there at like pick 22, 23 that you might want to trade up? Like, is there a guy, or are you good with letting it go to 31 and then deciding if you want to trade back at that point or anything like that?
I think if we can get JC Latham, or Kool-Aid, somewhere in the early to mid 20s, even the late 20s, then I'd be interested in trading up for that.
Okay, so I'll keep an eye on this as closely as possible. We'll start this thing up and see what happens here.
All right.
We'll just stop at every like 15 picks or so and just kind of see where we're at. Ooh, Roma Dunze. Okay.
Murphy.
So it looks like Latham went it much earlier than what you were willing to look at anyways. He went at 18. We can look at...
Who's still on the board right now?
Let me see. I don't know if it's going to allow me to look at who's on the board necessarily, which is weird.
If not, we can just let it go to 31 and then just
Kool-Aid's definitely there. I know that Kool-Aid's
best player
definitely
available.
There. Okay. All right, we'll let it go. I think Kool-Aid might just fall to you here. Yeah, he's there. So here's your options. Here's your best player available. You've got Kool-Aid. You've got Jackson Powers Johnson. You've got Troy Franklin, Peyton Willis, Newbin, Lad McConkey, and then Frazier. Those are your BPA.
Man, 2 guys at the top.
But let me show you this too real quick. There are 2 that are willing to trade with you. One of them is the Commanders. They have pick 36. You have pick 31. So we could maybe try to get those 2 second rounders from the Commanders and trade back. Or we could just stand pat and take the player that you want to take. That's up to you.
I'm thinking we got to take one of the top 2 there because both of them could be contributors this season. And with the secondary looking at like next year, where we got, hopefully, if we can sign Demo, we can retain somebody back there.
Yeah.
I think we should go Kool-Aid.
Okay, let's go Kool-Aid. Yeah. The 31st pick, San Francisco 49ers select Kool-Aid McKinstry. Okay, now, before we get too far, you've got pick 63, 94, 124, so forth and so on. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to trade up and get somebody else, or you want to let it fall to 63?
So what do we got? We got a cornerback. We need offensive line somewhere.
I'll tell you this. Jackson Powers Johnson still has not been drafted, and we're at pick 38.
Who could we trade with to move up?
Let's see what it would take. See if we can trade with the Titans at all. See if they're even interested.
We know John Lynch isn't interested in those late round picks. Maybe we could package some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not, they don't seem interested. Let's see let's see here. We know Washington was interested in possibly trading up. Maybe we can get them to trade back. And we don't have to do it now, but we can see.
Yeah.
All right, we can let's try to get to 40 here, and we might have some wiggle room with Washington if he falls. I don't think he's necessarily going to fall there, but let's see. We got a couple more picks. Of course. Jackson Powers Johnson just went. So, all right. You want to let us slip to 63 and see what comes to us?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I think you're still going to have some good tackle options here. Okay. Let's look at we'll look at tackles. You got the kid out of Yale, who I like. You've got Dominic Pooney, who for some reason is starting to make a push. Some people think he might go in the first round now, which is super weird. I don't know about that. You've got arguably the best guard available in Christian Haynes. And then best player available. You've got tackle sitting there again. Haynes, they're both right up there. You've got Hicks. It's safety. You've got an edge rusher. So you got some options here.
So I'm trying to decide between Hicks and the guard.
Okay.
Offensive
Christian
guard.
Haynes.
Yeah,
okay.
Haynes.
Okay. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Hicks is good. He's really good.
Yeah, we need a free safety.
But so is Haynes, which I don't know. So it's tough.
Yeah. I think we could probably let's do a Haynes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go Haynes here.
I
All
think
right.
Jair and Huff could work for a year better than people think. I think Jair is more rangy than people give it credit for.
Yeah, I also think that there's some guys there. I mean, we'll see at like 94 what's there, but you've got the and he just went. Right as I was about to say, Kalen Bullock, he's flying up boards, but man, I love him. I think he's super rangy. If you can get him potentially at 94, you've got some options there. So, and I'm actually glad that you went guard because the next two guards that I think are good in BB and McCormick, they both went off the board before you got here. So that makes it really, really tough. You would have been in a bad situation with the guards. So offensive linemen in general. Okay. What do you want to look at here? Is there a position that you want to look at?
So what do we got so far? We got a guard,
In a corner.
and a corner and a safety.
No. We didn't go safety. We didn't go safety. We just went guard.
Oh,
So we've
okay.
got our guard and we've got our corner.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Mm, what else do we need really? Let's see here. Any good tight ends in there?
Ooh, let me see who's available at tight end. I see Eric All's there. Cade Stover, Theo Johnson. Probably a
Jaheim
little bit
Bell.
early on some of these guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
except for
Mm,
Eric All.
yeah,
But
I was gonna say take another Iowa tight end.
yeah, that seems to work in the league, right? That always
Yeah.
plays well.
Yeah.
That's
What else
funny.
do we need really? So let's see here. Our biggest
Uh,
need is an edge.
Edge, yeah.
What do we got as far
You
as
could
edge
always go
goes?
Michael Hall. You got a good defensive lineman in Michael Hall. Let's see what we got for edge and then what we've got for uh interior D lineman.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't got a D tackle yet either.
Yeah. So
Edge.
Trice is your
Right.
best available. A lot of people like Muhammad Kamara. He's starting to rise up boards, presumably. And then defensive lineman, you got Hall, you've got Sweat, you've got Wingo, you got some good players there. So
Let's do Michael Hall.
okay. I like it. All right. So we addressed our defensive line. We addressed our guard. We've got a corner. I think you're going to get some good tight end options here that might fall to you. Maybe even some safety options. So
There we
let's see.
go. There's one.
Yeah, there you go. Just safety. Cole Bishop's another good safety. Theo Johnson's a good tight end. You got a lot of picks coming up. You got like 3 picks coming up in the next 10 or so. So you're going to
Go to the
probably get
top
a
of.
couple of
All
these
right, so we
guys.
got Terry Smith. So that's our top safety available.
Yeah, yep. Him, and then Cole Bishop's your second best safety available. It looks like.
Let's do linebacker. We kind of need a linebacker. Cedric Gray
Mm-hmm.
probably went off the board a while ago.
No, I bet you he's probably there. I bet you he's probably there. Let's look. Receiver edge here. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, Gray's still down here a little ways.
Huh. He's ranked 150. What are we sitting at right now?
124.
Oh, probably be able to get him later then. All right, can you go back to the board? Let's take
Yeah.
Smith.
Okay. Let's do it. Got our safety. We got a corner. Got our guard.
Theo Johnson. Wingo.
For the record, Theo Johnson's my favorite corner in the drafts. I mean, my favorite tight end in the
Tight
draft.
end.
Not, I don't know that he's the best, right? But he's for where he's probably going to go. I love him. Absolutely love him.
I was looking at him right now because I think we need it. We got to keep
Yeah.
trying at tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, we definitely do. We
Just keep
definitely do.
swinging. Yeah, let's do that. Let's run with Theo Johnson.
Okay. Do you want to follow it up with your Gray pick here? Gray should still be available.
Yeah,
You really
it's
want him.
it's not too rich to draft him right now, right? Where are we at?
No, I don't think so at all. No, I don't think so. You're not going to get him. You either draft him now or you're not going to get him. So if you really like him, then you want to take him.
Let's take him.
Okay.
I think
And then we're going to have one more pick here.
He'll be some good competition this year in the linebacker room for Fred.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he and Fred could play well together for sure. And then we're going to have one more pick here. We'll see who falls. Okay. All right. You've got a receiver. We've already, well, we didn't get a center. We got a guard. Got your corner. Go tackle, running back.
You know, Kyle wants a running back.
That's a fact. Let's see who's available. That's funny. You got some good ones there. You got Garendo, who's been linked. You've got Vidal, who I love. Dylan Johnson was in the national championship. Frank Gore Jr. I mean, it's your last pick, so technically, I don't think anything's a reach here, right?
Just for kicks, let's take Frank Gore Jr.
All right, let's do it.
I don't see that happening, but whoever
they're going to give you a crappy grade because you reached, I guess, at the end of it. But dude, they love your Kool-Aid in your hands. So here's how your draft ended up falling. Now again, technically, if we only did 5 rounds, but if we had round 6 and 7, you could have gotten Gore later. But this is, I understand why you would take Gore. It's your final pick, right? So you got Kool-Aid McKinstry, Christian Haynes. So you address the secondary and your offensive line. You also went and got Tyke Smith later, so you really address your secondary, which I love. You got Michael Hall. They want to take a defensive lineman somewhere. You got my favorite tight end in the draft. I think you got arguably 49er fans' favorite linebacker. And then Frank Gore Jr., you're pouring on some heartstrings there. So there you go. There you go. Hell of a draft, man. I would say you did pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that one.
I wouldn't be mad either, man. Listen, I'd say those top 6, 7, I mean, or those top 6 or so make me pretty happy. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. So I think you did good, man. We'll see. Let's see if you hit on any of them tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
All right, brother. We'll talk soon. Thank you, man, for supporting as always.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk soon. Later, man.
All right, later. Bye. All right, we're going to bring on the notorious Brother Bob here in a minute, but got a couple super chats here. We got Dave Barclay says, Jesse, my man, glad you're doing a show after dark. I always love your takes and content. Let's get it. I appreciate you, Dave Barclay. Eventually, I want to call in. Dude, call in anytime you want, brother. Got these call-in shows, man. Do it. We need a top 5 fan lineup for your main guys. Frank Tom Ocean, Brother Bob, Fish and Chips, Harris, Bryant Culp. That's my draft, but I'm not as well educated as others here. Thank you for doing this, Jess. I'll let you guys do the comment creator draft. I got a lot of people that I see on a regular basis, so I love everybody, man. You show me love, you show me support, then I'm definitely going to rock with you. All right, we're going to bring on Brother Bob. Drinking some wine, Brother Bob. I see it. How you doing, man?
Hell yeah, brother. Trying to get in the mix right here. How you doing?
Doing good, man. What are you drinking? What are you sipping on there? What you got?
Red wine. This is actually from a vineyard called Booker. It's up in NorCal. Well, actually, it's like by Ventura, a little bit area, right between Ventura and good old San Francisco. Okay. But anyway, first of all, before we get into this, let me put this down. Let me say this right now.
Okay, let's do it.
You and Grant just went at it, and I know Grant likes to stir the pot a little bit, okay? But let me just say this right here. trading BA is the dumbest thing we can do. There is no way we can get his production with a rookie. Now, you said something on the show. Well, we can go sign. Who did you say we should sign?
I was saying let's say they traded Brandon Ayuk, they draft an offensive lineman, draft a receiver at 31, and then go sign Boyd for a 1-year deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of big ifs right there. And especially let's start with Boyd. Hey man, I don't trust us this year off season. We haven't been able to sign anyone. I mean, we lost Hendrickson, who went to Dallas for less money. So my point is that's a lot of ifs. Another big if is that lineman we're going to draft with the BA pick, is he going to pan out? That's a big question too. It's a lot of big questions, a lot of ifs that I don't want if we are trying to win a Super Bowl this year. And since we brought back Juice, since we still have Trent Williams, and we brought back Trent Taylor, he's the key, right? And we have old ass Kittle, who I do love, but they're all over 30. So the point is, what is the point? If you're bringing those guys back, you're trying to win a Super Bowl. Plus, with Ayuk, you're still building for the future. So, but it does look like he's out of here. But I think it's dumb. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't think he's going anywhere, personally. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Finally, we can agree on something, my brother. Because you know what? You, sir, I got a bone to pick with you picking the Bengals last year over us. They didn't even make it to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Oh, okay. If I would have known Burrow was going to get injured, that's not fair. That's
now you
that's like if you pick a team and the quarterback goes down, of course that changes things. Come on, man.
Sheets Jr. Stop making excuses. Sheets Jr.
Sheets Jr. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it. Okay. So I know you're not trading DA.
Is someone after me?
Yeah. I'll let people know. It's Eric Dane. Eric Dane's gonna go next. Yeah. So he always makes me laugh, dude. He's always making me laugh. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So anyways, I was saying he always makes me laugh, but you are not going to trade Ayuk. I know that. Before I get started, is there a player that if they're there in the 20s that you would want to trade up for, or are you like fine with standing pat or trading back?
Hold on. We're not trading this guy. Okay.
Yeah, I figured not. Okay.
I'm trying to go to the Super Bowl this year. Is there a guy that no, there's not. I have some crushes. All right.
Okay.
But none that I look at Eric Dane. Counts out of the bag. Oh, I see it in the private chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't wait for that. But no, let's get serious now.
Okay.
Let's do this.
You want me to let it run and let it go to 31 and then see who wants to trade back potentially and kind of go from there?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
I'm addressing the damn offensive line. I don't care. I'm gonna help.
Ooh, Jerzon Newton fell. That's nice. Okay, let's see who wants to trade with us real quick. All right, you got 3 options. You got one option because you're not trading all the way to 61 and you're not trading to 108. So you got the Giants at 47 that are willing to trade with you, or you can stay at 31.
Nope.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Look at that guy. Man, you know what? Okay, here's the funny thing.
Defensive line.
I know I want to address the O-line, but look, Newton's sitting there, and so is Frank. I really like Franklin, to be honest with you. I like him more than I do. Everyone's talking about
A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah. Thank you. Ooh, but I don't know, man. Newton is like sitting right there. We need help there. So, but if I trade down, what was that trade back? I know we
47.
I can't do that, man. All right, give me 30 seconds. That's tough.
Man. Yeah, you're fine.
That's tough. There's no way. You really think he's gonna be there?
I think there's a possibility that Newton might be there. It's slim, but I actually could see a scenario where he does fall there. I really could, because you look at all the offensive linemen, all the corners that are pretty much going to go, the wide receivers, the quarterbacks. There's a possibility. He's not the best offensive lineman, right? There is a guy ahead of him, so likely, and then maybe somebody wants the edge rushers. I could see a scenario there. So Yeah, man.
Man, it's hard. But oh hell, man, I hate to do this. Okay, let me see what tackles are there. Old tackles.
Probably not anybody you're gonna fall in love with, I would imagine here. Let's see. Morgan. Kingsley's there. You got Kingsley.
Yeah, but okay. Let's go back. I can't pass up this
Ah.
opportunity. I don't think it's gonna happen, but go ahead, put it on the board.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Johnny Newton. I agree with you. Completely agree. Okay. All right, you're at pick 63 now.
I see. I do like. See, by the way, I hate being second because
you got a good
guy.
Yeah,
took some players that
Well, it doesn't matter though, but you got a good crop of guys here, man. I mean,
I do.
It's a really good crop of guys at 63.
I know. All right, let me check out my 63. Let me check out my tackles again.
Well, you're gonna have Kyron there. Oops, here's your trades. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, let me see. A little smaller on this side. Oof.
If you look at the screen on the bottom right of the screen that we're on, you can hover over that and then you can make it really big.
Bottom right of the screen that we're on.
Yeah.
Yep. Brother Bob's a little slow. Can't see that. But we're good. Okay, I'm good right here.
Like you know how we're in the center and we're on like a little screen like this big in the middle of it. So go to that actual screen, the little screen that's in the middle, and just hover over the bottom right. It'll pop up a square. You can click that and it'll make it big for you.
Yeah, done and done. Thanks.
There you go. Now you can actually see it.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see it now. Okay. All right, man. Shit. Let me check out my corners real quick.
I gotta help these boomers out. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead.
Hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But wait a minute. First of all, I'm not even a boomer, dog. See, when I do meet you, dog, we're gonna remember this. All right, let me just check out my corners. God, I do like that guy. Wait, hold on. Corners, please, and then receivers, and I'm ready.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Okay, so corners. Woo! You got 3 good ones right there, ready to go, man.
How is he here? How is Tampa here?
I don't know, but I'm liking it. And then you've got Javon Baker, but Jalen McMillan, Malik Washington. Yeah.
No, we gotta do something not dumb here. We gotta go ahead and let me just check one last thing, my brother. Hold on. I can't believe this cannot be real, bro. This can't be realistic.
It's crazy things that are gonna happen, man. TJ Tampa's not a lock, so we'll see.
No, he's not. But the only thing I don't like about him is speed's a little bit.
Yeah. He's
a little on the slower side, but I mean, I feel like I'm dumb to pass him up. I have to take this guy here. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's lock it down. We gotta take it.
Oh, look at brother Bob taking 2 defensive players to start.
Bro, I have no choice, bro. Like, I gotta take best player available. Come on now.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you want to see who's there at tackle and who's there at receiver again?
I do need to see who's there at tackle.
All right. Here's your tackles.
Okay. All right. I don't like that. Okay. How about let me go back to my thank you. Okay.
Oh, that got real ugly real quick, didn't it?
Ugly real quick. Yep. See, that's why I'm not trading my guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you scroll down a little bit? I thought I saw someone. I'm not going to take him now. But if he's there later, and I'm at 124 and 132, I will take Luke McCaffrey if he's there. But for now,
okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
See, this is what sucks, right? Because it's like, and you didn't do anything wrong. Like you took a corner, right? Which was a good option. And then it's like, oh, well, another really good corner is right there at the top of the board. But you had no idea. You know what I mean?
Yep. I had no idea. But you know what I'm going to do? It's going to be crazy. But I like to see, he can never stay healthy, though.
Who?
I want to take Hall. I want to take Eric All. He just cannot
yeah.
stay healthy.
I know it's tough, man. He's such a good player, but you're right. He does struggle staying healthy.
That put him on the board. I got to take him, bro.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Luke's going to be there, I think. We'll see. Let's see if Luke's still there for you.
He's still there.
Yeah, Luke's right there.
We got some more picks though, so I could
maybe. You never know.
Yeah, let me check on the corner.
If he's your guy, is it really too early? You got your corner.
I got my corner.
You got your defensive lineman, and we just took what did we just take? Oh, you took a tight end. There you go.
Tight end, right? I need to work on that O line. Even though I said corner, I was thinking safety, but
okay. Let's look at. We'll look at tackles and we'll look at interior O line as well. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like any of those. Ugly. Okay,
let's look at interior O line real quick. See what we got. You might find someone you like. Ooh, Bordelini's there. Zenter's there.
And Zenter, right? But you know who I see? You know who I prefer? Hold on, let me check. I like Bo Limmer, actually.
Oh, Limmer's there too. Yeah, I looked. Yeah, Bo Limmer's very good. Yes.
But it's a little too early to take him. Yeah, man. All right, hold on. I mean, it's kind of stupid for me to pass on Portolini. Although I prefer. Oh, let me check my linebackers real quick.
If you like Limmer as much, then it's like, who cares, right?
Okay, my guy's still there. You know I'm a huge Cedric Gray fan. Even though I do like Eschenberg. Eschenberg is good too. I know this is my draft, but am I stupid to pat? I'm going heavy defense. This is crazy. I'm going heavy defense.
Best player available.
I know. Best player available. All right. Take me back to the interior line and let me see that one more time, sir. Put it on the board, man. Give me Bordelini. I mean, I like Limber, but yeah, give me Bordelini.
All right. Let's see if you screwed it up. Let's see if McCaffrey's still there for you. Oh, he is. Boom. You lucky dog. You lucky dog. You lucky dog.
But, bro, I mean, I still don't have to take him right now.
Oh, you're playing with fire. I love it.
Bro, I got three picks from now. Let's see. Okay, there's the Bills there. They may swoop him up. They may swoop that guy. They may swoop him. All right. Oh, see, I know. See, I like Theo Johnson too, but I already took. I got it.
You took your tight end, yeah.
I know. I think all is gonna be legit, bro. Just stay freaking healthy. All right, screw it. Let's go back. Give me McCaffrey.
Okay.
There's my one bloodline.
All right. You got your bingo board. Gotta cross it off there. Okay. There you go. All right. Here you are. You got 2 picks left.
Yeah, I know.
You really can go anywhere you want now.
I could. Is my boy Cedric Gray's there? He is there.
He is.
And my next pick is 176. So
you're not gonna get him. Not gonna get him.
On board, Gray, baby. Give me my boy.
All right. And then you got one more.
Hell to the I went straight heavy defense on this. Okay. Ooh,
there's my guy. Just for the record, everybody remember it. Anthony Gold. You remember that name, everybody.
And let me get a project tackle. Let me see what project tackles are left.
Oh, there's going to be some out there. I bet you that Utah kid might be available. We'll see. There you go.
There we go. All right, hold on.
But he might play guard too. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Man, I hate picking. It seems like I'm just picking a board, but a lot of these, other than you know what I use for? I like Brugler's.
Oh no, he's legit. Yeah. Brugler's good.
I like. Yeah, man, I get the athletic, and I'm all over that. But man, should I take a project tackle now?
It's not gonna hurt. I mean, you're at 176.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Let's. Although I'm not a big. Oh, here comes my daughter. let's go ahead. I think Foster can turn into. I'm not super high on him, but for a project where we're at right now,
Okay.
I mean, this draft just seems kind of crazy to me. But go ahead, let's take him.
All right, let's do it. It's actually, but when you look at it, you're actually gonna like your draft. I think I know it wasn't ideal of kind of the plan going in, but this is you got to be flexible, right? You got to be flexible. I like the draft. Listen. You still got 2 offensive linemen. I think you got a really good center. You got your tight end, although a little bit injury prone, but you got a hell of a corner. You got the second best defensive lineman, arguably in the whole draft. You got crazy. Luke McCaffrey, who's super athletic. Yeah, dude. I wouldn't be too mad.
I mean, I like it. So go ahead.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at it. I like it.
No, bro, I like it. My only problem is like I wanted to address the O-line with my first 2 picks, and I didn't even come close. I know the Niners don't do it. But yeah. I mean, there's Newton just sitting there screaming, "Take me!" So is Tampa. Like, how do I? What do you
do? What do you do? What do you? Yeah, what do you do? Exactly. I probably would have done the same thing. So,
right. But see, it's not realistic. But hey, to everyone in the chat, thank you for making this happen. I appreciate it. I wish I could have went my next rounds, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my guy Eric. I want to see him do this next.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna like it. I bet you. I am willing to bet you money. He's gonna say, "Let's trade Ayuk." I could be wrong. I just get that feeling. Eric's that guy where he's like, you know what? Let's play with a little bit of fire here. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay, but before I go, listen, Eric. How are we going to win the Super Bowl this year with the aging vets if we get rid of our best receiver, man beater, great blocker, doesn't take off a play, and is hardly ever injured? Like, how do we justify that trying to win this year when we don't have to trade him? And if you trade him for less than a first round, by the way, man, why do we always do this shit? We get our draft picks. Seriously, we get our draft picks. And we trade them for next to nothing, right? Lance, 3 first-round draft picks and a 3rd. Let's trade them for a 4th. Okay. All right. Ayuk, was he number 24? What was he? I forgot. First round. Let's trade him for 2 seconds. No. You better at least get what you gave up for him. So anyway, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm losing it today because I'm upset. Thank you, Yaz. I appreciate it. Good draft to you too, my brother.
All right, brother Bob. Let's see. Get mad in the chat. I think it might be coming.
Hold on. Wait, before we go, can you at least show me, take a picture of my draft? Did you save it?
No, I didn't. But you know what? The good thing is it's right here recorded. So all you got to do is record a little bit.
I'm delayed. All right. Peace, everyone. I appreciate it.
Later. Brother Bob. All right. Let's see if I'm right. I might be setting up something that's just not true for Eric. But I just feel like if anybody's going to stir the pot, it's going to be Eric. We'll see. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How are you?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Am I right? Are you going to trade Brandon Ayuk in this mock draft scenario, or are you gonna let it ride?
You're kidding me, right? Trade one of our best players on offense? No, thank you. I would rather keep Brandon Ayuk.
Okay. All right. Well, you're tugging it.
No, well, you're half right. You're half right. I am going to stir the pot. I'm just not going to trade Brandon Ayuk. So
okay.
We're definitely keeping Ayuk, but now this is our draft, right? Like this is what we would do.
This is whatever you would do. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right. And since we're talking about trading Ayuk, that means we could definitely trade players for picks, right?
For sure. Yes.
Okay. So before you get started, I'd like to propose a trade. I would like to trade with the Chicago Bears for I don't know if this is going to go through or not. I've never even tried this before. I just want to see if this will work. I would like to trade the Chicago Bears. I would like the number 1 overall pick. And I would like the number
I love this
overall pick.
Hold on. Which overall? 1 and what?
They have number 1 overall and number 9. So there are 2 first-round picks. Okay. Chicago Bears.
I love this.
And the Chicago Bears will receive Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy.
There's just no way.
I would like to try it. I mean, hey, he's a top 5 MVP candidate. He's an elite quarterback.
They're like, no way.
First round picks for a proven elite quarterback who was a top 5. I mean, obviously Brock Purdy did it on his own. It's not that he got help from any of the players around him. He's just elite. So number 1 and number 9, that should go through easily, I would think.
Not a chance. They said not a chance. That's funny. They won't even do it for number 9. Will they do it for 70? They'll do it for 75 though.
Oh, okay. What about all right, so check out the Washington Commanders then. See if they want Brock Purdy. Adam Peters, he might like Brock Purdy. He's the one that drafted him. So
not interested.
They got number 2 overall, and then their second round pick. I think it's number 34. I want to
36.
say 36.
They won't even do it for number 2. They'll do it for 36, most likely.
All right. Well, there's only one other team I'd be willing to trade Purdy for. Check out the New England Patriots. See how close it is to Brock Purdy for number 3 overall.
Oh, let's see. No, not at all.
Not even close.
Nope. If you give him Brock Purdy in 63, that's not even moving the needle on him.
Okay. All right. Well, because I would only trade Brock Purdy for one of the top 3 quarterbacks. I don't think the rest of them are worth it. And if we can't move into the top 3, then we're sticking with Purdy. So let's rock with Brock Purdy. All right. One more year, and then who knows? Anything's possible after that. Okay. So I don't want to trade up from 31 because I would only trade up for one of like the elite tackles, and I think most of them are going to be gone by like 2021. That's the latest I see that the elite tackles falling. And I don't think to go from 31 to 21, you'd probably have to give up a first round pick next year. You'd certainly have to give up maybe like a second and third. I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to stick at 31. Okay. See who's on the board. But then after 31, I might want to trade back up in the second. So after 31, can you advance? Can you advance one pick at a time?
Yeah, I can kind of mess around with it a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's let it ride. Let's see who's available at 31. And then after that, I might want to trade back up in the second. I got a couple players.
You might be able to trade back too and pick up an extra second. We'll see. We'll see what's available there.
I'd rather take because I got some
guys. Jerzon Newton fell. Oh my God, dude. It keeps getting better. Nobody's willing to trade with you because, you try to trade Brock Purdy. They just think you're nuclear at this point. So nobody wants to trade with you there. However,
it's like Kevin Costner from Draft Day. I'm crazy. Take advantage of it, baby. Show me your best offer. See what we got.
You got Jerzon Newton. You got Adonai Mitchell. You got Jackson Powers Johnson. Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
That's a cast of players.
This is our draft. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be taking interior defensive line in the first round. Although, if this happened in real life, that's probably what the team would do. Let me see what kind of tackles we got available.
Let me pull it up here.
I can't really see it on my phone. I'm watching on my TV, and it's like
that's fine.
I'm on like a 2-second delay, so it's not too bad.
You're fine.
So if you pull up the tackles, I should be able to see it in a second or two. Yeah, no, I don't think. No, see, this is why. All right, let me see what kind of corners we got available.
Okay.
Maybe I will trade back. I don't know. I don't like how the board kind of fell to me, depending on. Well, we got.
You're not going to be able to trade back. Nobody's willing to trade, so they're not going to do it.
Oh, we can't propose a trade?
You can, but they're not going to accept it unless somebody's willing to trade with you. They just won't. They usually won't accept it. Now, when you're looking to trade up, you can make all the offers you want. Yeah. But when you're trading back, it's usually a team has to offer you. Otherwise, it's just not going to move the needle.
Yeah. Okay. I really do not like how the board fell to me. All right, let's go back to BPA. And if you could just scroll down, we see who we got available at BPA. Man, and Jordan Morgan, I just noticed Jordan Morgan went with the pick before me. That probably would have been the pick for me. All right, so yeah, if you could just like slowly scroll down, and then I'll just see who we got available. Right now, I'm leaning towards Jackson Powers Johnson. I just want to see if there's anyone else really that catches my eye in the next couple picks, or next couple best players available, rather. Yeah, not really interested in taking a wide receiver this early. Not really interested in taking a tight end this early. It looks. See, this is the problem. It looks like the wide receivers fell, but I'm not really looking at all that. At least not. At least not this early. Yeah. Okay. Looks like the tackles and the corners. I don't like the options at the end of the first, so I think we'll go with Jackson Powers Johnson. Do you know? Does he? They have him listed as a center. Does he have guard flexibility as well?
I think he can play anywhere on the interior. He was a center, like a traditional center, but I think he's got the body type that he can play. If you wanted to put him at guard for a year, you could probably make it happen.
Okay. And then if we could just do one other thing before you complete this pick. Do you know, do they have James Williams listed as a linebacker or safety?
Let's see. Oh, safety, I think. But if you take him, I think we're all assuming that you're taking him as a linebacker. But
Well,
it's up to you.
Maybe. I certainly wouldn't be taking him now. Oh, they don't have him
Yeah.
211. All right, so we're definitely
he's late.
Yeah, okay, cool. I got plans for him later on.
He could be your last pick, right? If you want to take him at 176, he'll probably be there.
Well, he's gonna be my like fill-in for Drake Greenlaw at linebacker for the regular season. And then hopefully Greenlaw comes back healthy for the playoffs. And then he could take over. He could be safety depth next year, maybe fill in if Hufanga gets injured, or if he leaves as a free agent. Hufanga's contract will be coming up soon. So, yeah, he's one of my sleepers later on for 1 year of linebacker and then move into safety after that. So, all right, I think at this point, got to go Jackson Powers Johnson. I wish that one of the tackles that I was looking at had fallen, but they really didn't. So, we'll go interior offensive line. We'll get Jackson Powers Johnson. It's definitely an area where they can upgrade, get a little younger at.
Okay. I was a little bit slow on the trigger, so 2 picks went.
I want to see. All right, here. I'm going to zoom in so there's no delay. I'm going to zoom in on my screen on my phone. All right, so they just went Trezon Newton, Lad McConkey, Xavier Legette. All right, Cardinals, you can go.
You want me to let it go?
Basically, go until the next quarterback gets drafted, either Michael Penix or Bo Nix, and then pause it, and then we're going to trade up to the pick after that and take whichever of those quarterbacks didn't get drafted. Is basically the strategy I'm going with right now. And then obviously, if one of them falls to me in the second, then we'll just do that. But
you want the quarterback? You said
quarterback, yeah, either Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr.
Did they not go? Hold on, let me see if they went. Or Nix went and picked 23.
Dude, this draft is killing me. Right now it's on the Commanders, right?
Although, what's his name? It did not go. Penix did not go. It looks like.
Yeah. But I'm assuming that JJ.
We're on the Commanders at 40.
The Commanders, their number one need is quarterback. The Commanders took a quarterback in the first round, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
yeah, so they took Jaden Daniels.
For the Commanders pick. Okay. I don't think Penix is a game changer, so if he gets drafted, then it's whatever. But
they took Roger Rosengarten.
Yeah, okay. All right. Packers aren't taking a quarterback. We can go through that pick. Same thing for the Texans. Same thing for the Falcons, rather. And then
Raiders might take Penix here.
Yeah, what did the Raiders do in the first round? Did they take a quarterback in the first round?
Let's see what they did. Took J.C. Latham.
Yeah, they really need a quarterback. Let's see. All right, let's see what it would take to move up to 44 from where we're at in the second round. Let's offer them our second round pick, and then what do you think it would take? I'm thinking maybe a second round pick next year, or is that too much?
They'll definitely do that.
Okay.
Here, I'm just trying to go back as far as I can without.
Yeah.
If you give them pick 211, round 3 next year, and our second, they got a 59% chance of accepting that. So our second, round 3 next year, and pick 211.
Add in a 5th round pick next year to try to bump it up over 60%, and then let it ride, and then we'll see how that goes.
Ooh, that's at like 81%.
Do it. I don't care about that 5th round pick. Like,
all right.
We got plenty of picks.
Oops. Oh, they took it. All right, we're good.
Okay. All right. So, with what pick is this? With the 44th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select quarterback Michael Penix Jr.
I love it.
Do it.
I knew you'd cause chaos.
Penix is just going to be like his little buddy. He's going to be his assistant. Don't worry about it. Brock Purdy's secure. We're not going to replace him. We're just drafting a quarterback because we want depth at the position. It's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
You're fine.
gone this year.
Oh man, okay.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
love it.
He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. I'm sure one day he'll write a nice book and everybody will read it. It'll be fantastic. Okay, so I think we're good to continue at this point.
Okay.
It's honestly not how I expected this draft to go, but it's not terrible so far. We'll see what's available with our next pick.
I feel like you just made Larry Krueger the happiest man in the world. He's talked up Michael Penix so much, man. He loves Michael Penix.
Yeah, but he also thinks that Brock Purdy is the franchise quarterback. So if you like Brock Purdy, then what do you need Penix for? You know what I mean? But
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing. I don't think Penix is like in the same tier with the top 3 quarterbacks like Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and Caleb Williams. I don't think he's in that.
Well, you get him this late, that's a steal. Now, I don't you know, 49ers maybe, but for anybody, like if the Raiders were to pick him at 44, that'd be a hell of a pick, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. All right. Now what do you want to do?
Okay. Let me see what kind of tackles are available. We really need someone who could play right tackle for now and then take over for Trent Williams at left tackle later.
So you got Dominic Pooney, and then it kind of goes down from there.
Yeah, see, I'm not really an expert on like this part of the draft.
So I will say this. There's rumor that Pooney might go round 1. I don't believe that at all. I think that he's firmly a probably round 3 tackle, but maybe, you never know what these guys think. He's got all the measurables. Like he's got the measurables. He's a big dude. He can move. He's, you know, for this late, he's got the measurables. So if you're taking a tackle,
so you're
this late, you couldn't be missing.
Potential to be a franchise left tackle, which is what I'm looking for with this pick. So,
and I excuse me, I'm a little bit mistaken. Paul is who they're thinking might go in round 1. Pooney though is a firm round 3 guy, but I think he could be good for this late. He could be good.
Let's see what cornerbacks are available. Right now I'm looking at either tackle or cornerback.
I'm going to give you some of Pooney's looks. He's 6'5", 320. So you're getting some beef there. Okay. Yeah. Who'd you say, corner?
Yeah, and then let's check out cornerback.
Okay. Can you see it or no?
Yeah, no, I see.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't really. All right, let's go with Pooney. I don't think the value is quite there for cornerback right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Most likely the next pick is going to be a cornerback, though. I definitely think that we need some depth at corner. I don't know what we can really expect out of.
I think there's going to be some good options at corner.
Yeah,
coming up. I think you're going to get some good ones here, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
We got a couple picks coming up in rapid succession, and then we already said we were going to do Williams, James Williams at 176. So
yeah.
I got actually a couple extra picks to work with here. I feel good about getting the 2 offensive linemen. I like that. And in my opinion, I like adding Penix. I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with that pick, but, you know, it is what it is. Second round pick. They've, you know, when did they draft Trey Sermon? Second round. So, you know, sometimes second round picks, you know, end up disappearing and you get nothing out of it.
They got Trey round 3. You got a good cast of corners here though, man. Holy crap. Okay.
All right. Now, I'm not really an expert on these players. I haven't really heard of any of these guys. Kalen King is the only one I really heard of.
Okay.
You tell me.
Good player, by the way.
I like Lenore in the slot. So which one of these guys do you think is more likely to be like boundary corner and also like a bigger corner? Because in this division, we got a lot of big receivers with like, what's his name? DK Metcalf. And so I'm looking at more of like
Cam Hart might be your guy. Mark, I saw Marco's in the chat. Marco, who would you take at corner right here? Bigger body corner.
I'm looking more for size and speed because we don't really play a ton of man coverage. I'm not really worried about like.
Well, Cam Hart's not your fastest guy.
Tyreek Hill, but
yeah, Cam Hart's 6'2", so I mean he's going to get you the size. And he's not your fastest guy by any means, but he's, and okay. So Marco agrees. Cam Hart all day out of this list.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I'll trust your judgment on that one. At this point in the draft, I'm more about like, I know what positions I'm really looking for. I'm not really an expert.
Yeah.
Specific players kind of fit those needs. So, okay. So far we've taken a center / guard.
Hold on. I gotta bring this up.
Yeah.
KB Toy. No, not from me. You might want to rewind the mock draft though, because Eric did take a quarterback in round 2. So just saying. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
Just for depth, just as insurance. I mean, you never know. Brock Purdy, he's a little guy. Sometimes little guys get hurt when big guys land on top of them.
I love it. Okay, what position did you want to look at here?
So the odds of getting injured went down a little bit. All right, so we've got a guard. We've got let's see what kind of tight ends are available at this point.
What did we do round 1? I forget.
Round 1 was Jackson Powers Johnson.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got our center or guard. I guess he could play guard. You've got our tackle.
Yeah.
You've got a corner. You got a quarterback, and you want to look at what wide receiver here?
Tight end.
Oh, tight end. Oh,
yes.
Okay. Theo Johnson all day. That's your guy.
Okay.
That's your guy.
Theo Johnson, tight end. I'll take your word for it.
Theo Johnson. And then you got another pick here.
Yeah. See, now this is kind of like an extra pick for me. I'm not even really sure because I was kind of looking at my big needs were cornerback and swing tackle. Tackle, you can play right tackle now, take over at left tackle later. Honestly, I might just want to go for more depth on the offensive line. What kind of tackles are we looking at here?
All right, let's see. Yeah, that's the way to go, right? Like the 49ers like to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
on positions.
Barrier, dude. Put a ball in camp and see like the cream rises to the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
More chances at a franchise left tackle, I would say.
I personally, Marco, you let me know here. I know a little bit about Foster. I know a little bit about Jones. I don't know much about the other guys. So, Marco, if you were taking a tackle here, who would it be? Who would it be? Out of curiosity, I'll let him answer. He's like my go-to. He's watched everybody, twice in the draft.
While he's going over that, let's go back to BPA just so I can compare and contrast between, because like it's not a huge need for getting another tackle right now. So I could be convinced if a BPA, depending on who's available at BPA.
Wallace or Rouse, he said. Okay. BPA, let's see. Oh man, you could always go bloodlines.
The Muhammad Kamara, the edge rusher, we could use a little bit of depth.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because I still have hope that Drake Jackson can fill that role opposite Nick Bosa. I'm not ready to give up on him yet, but iron sharpens iron. Get a little more competition. Camp, and like I said, let the cream rise to the top.
Love it.
Go with him, Muhammad Kamara, edge rusher.
Yep. Yeah, Kamara's a stud.
Assuming that James Williams is available 176, like I said, I think he can fill in because I've heard that they're hopeful that Dre Greenlaw should be able to come back at some point this season, maybe by the playoffs, maybe sooner. So I'm thinking James Williams could fill in at linebacker for now for Dre Greenlaw, and then when Greenlaw comes back, he could either be safety depth behind Brown and Hufanga, or when Hufanga's contract comes up, maybe you got to let him walk. Maybe at that point you've paid Brock Purdy and you can't afford to pay Hufanga or something like that. So then you got James Williams. You know what I mean? You could slide right in there after that.
I like Williams a lot. And again, we're doing a five round mock. So yes, it's technically a little bit of a reach, but we're treating this like it's his last pick in the draft.
Well, because that's the thing. I might have easily taken him in the 6th round if it was going a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. No. That's fine.
Honestly, at this point, like, I don't know if there's really such thing as a reach in the 5th round.
No, that's true. No, I'm just saying as far as what the board would fall to. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Now, I doubt that they're going to give me a good grade because they probably don't understand the the 4D chess with Michael Penix. They're probably going to hate.
Oh no, they give you an A minus for Penix. That's funny, dude.
Did they?
They actually love that pick. Yeah.
They agree with me. Maybe Brock Purdy. I don't know. Maybe he's not the guy. Who knows?
You got Jackson Powers Johnson, Michael Penix, Dominic Pooney, Cam Hartfield. I actually love, I'm not going to lie, I love all of the players that you got as players. I do like Penix is my number 4 quarterback, and at pick 44, I love it. I just don't love it for the 49ers. But overall, it's your draft, man. And I love the balls. You know they're going to hate you in the chat for it, but that's okay. We don't worry about that.
I don't know. Dude, a couple years ago, if you said that Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't a franchise quarterback, they would have hated you in the chat too. I mean,
they did. No, they literally did hate us in the chat, if you remember.
Time has a way of revealing all truths, whether you like them or not. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, like I've said before, I like Brock Purdy in the regular season. Just in the playoffs, it hasn't been the same, and that's my concern. So, you know.
That's fair.
And also, I think he's good, not great. And I think like that's the problem with the Cowboys, man. They give Dak Prescott a top of the market franchise quarterback contract. He's not a top 5 quarterback. He's just not. So when you pay a quarterback who's not top 5 as if they are top 5, you're overpaying, and that's going to end up leading to weaknesses in the rest of the roster. So if Brock Purdy wants $40 million a year, okay, you know what, that might work. You're probably between 10 to 15 million. You probably deserve like a Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff type contract. Just if he's going to be asking for because he was in the MVP conversation this year. If you're asking for a Joe Burrow type contract, I think that's too much, and that's just not. You're not going to get the value out of that contract. So
yeah, I love it, man. I appreciate it, Eric. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you responded because you were the one that brought this up like 6 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I was like, oh, we're getting close. It's time to do it. So I'm glad that you were able to see it and respond. This worked out perfect, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, have a good night.
Later. Hey, Marco, everybody wants you to come on and do one. We just did one last week. We literally just did one. Go back to last week's show and watch the one with Marco and I. There's your mock draft with Marco. He's done it. Oh my gosh. So funny. And we're going to be, you know what we have to do tomorrow, Marco? This is going to be a lot of fun. We are going to have to, do a first round mock. So we're going to be on about an hour before the draft. I think we're going to have to do a first round mock. It's going to be tough to come to a consensus, but just see how close we get the actual picks to being right, like compared to the draft. So we're going to have to do all 32 picks, see how close we can get. Yeah, no, that might be you. Yes. Yeah, mock. Exactly. There we go. They want to do another one. Marco, are you available? You've got like 5 people that have asked you to do this. Are you available? Let me know. If you are, I'll shoot you the link real quick and have you jump on. We'll make it super fast though. So I'm tired. I got to get up at like 6. But if you're available, I'll shoot you the link. For the people, he said. For the people. It's for the people. All right. I'll DM it to you. It'll be there in a second. I really have to look at you for like 4 hours tomorrow night, and now I've got to look at you tonight. It's not ideal. I'll just say that. Not ideal. But I'm a man of the people, so we'll make it happen. All right. It is in your DM. There you go. Do it. We'll do it. KB Toy Store, I'll tell you what. I will send you this hat if you say in the chat right now, Brock Purdy's not the guy. Your choice. Choose your own adventure. Choose your own adventure, man. You let me know. But remember, I'm framing it and keeping it. Like, it's not like it just goes away after you say it. Like, it's screenshotted and kept forever. You let me know. That's super dope, though. I think it might be worth it, but you let me know. All right, we got some super chats. Okay, all right. Frank Tomosha says, shout out to the boys in the chat. What's up, Frank Tom Ocean? Dave Barclay says, preach, Brother Bob. Brother Bob says, I was cheated. No way my draftees fall that far. Cheated, dude. You got a great draft. Dave, FTO, and definitely a wild night with Eric. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. I told you. Jal says, have you watched Ben Sinnett from Kansas? I really like him, and he performed better at the combine than anyone else, in my opinion. Yeah, I actually like him fine. I just prefer Theo Johnson, and I think they're roughly the same area. So that's just me personally. Dave Barclay says, Brother Bob on point. Chat is hilarious. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And Brother Bob says, don't ever say that name again. He shall only be PP. All right. Well, I call him Larry. I tried, man. I tried to give a hat away. Just it wasn't going to work. Tried. All right. I just wanted to see how far your loyalty went. You passed the test, KB. Listen, you passed the test. That was actually the right thing to do. That was the right thing. All right, let me bring on Marco. What's up, Marco?
What is up, bro? Man, you guys really have me coming on with this old guy who should be asleep. I'll get to see him all day tomorrow. But you know what? A lot of you guys asked for it, so let's go ahead and do a quick mock draft.
It's nasty work, man. It is nasty work. All right, let me present.
Yeah, I appreciate that for actually having faith in me. Like that's kind of like gives me.
Listen, you know how quickly this chat can turn. They might hate you in about.
Well, I mean, minutes. Should I just trade up for a quarterback so they could definitely hate me, and then they'll never want me back on? Like, I think that's probably what.
Let's turn them all against you. Okay, before we go, are you trading BA or no? I assume no. We don't think he's
BA's not getting moved. BA's
okay. Now are you doing what you would do, or are you doing what you think the 49ers are going to do?
I mean, what does the chat want? Does the chat want what I would do, or does the chat want what the Niners are or should do or will do? Because like if it's me, I'm trading Debo in the 3rd round. Like I'm seeing who's available, who I could trade Debo for in that 2nd or 3rd round, and I'm eating the dead cap, and I'm rolling with Brandon Ayuk. But
I got you. I think they probably no nukes for Marco. Okay, they want. It sounds like they want you to go.
Go
just draft.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. I think they stay at 31. I don't see them trading up.
Okay.
If anything, it'll be a trade down. So if there's anything available, a trade down. I don't see how you could give up draft capital in a big draft where if you miss on that pick, you're screwed.
Yeah. God, dude, Johnny Newton just keeps falling to 31, dude. That's great. If he's there, do they have to take him?
No.
Or you? Yeah. Okay. I wanted to see what your thoughts were on him.
To be honest, no. Like I like the player, but it depends who's there with them. Because, for example, Kool-Aid McKinstry's there, Zach Frazier's there. As I've already see you scrolling down. So it all just depends on truthfully who's there. Michael Penix is there also, so I could be like the last guest and make everyone mad. No, but truthfully, I know we want to make it quick. I would go Kool-Aid McKinstry here. I know you don't like the pick. It's not the sexy pick everyone wants. I don't think A.D. Mitchell's there. I think he went 29 to the Lions, which is a hell of a pick. Mm-hmm. And I don't see the offensive tackles that I want. Is Kingsley there? Probably. Now, I don't think the Niners would go Kingsley because they obviously feel confident in their offensive line. And I feel like Roger Rosengarten is good. And he's probably, if honestly, in any other draft, he's a 1st rounder. But just how deep this draft class is, he's getting pushed down to the 2nd. Kool-Aid is great in man coverage, good and off. I know Brother Bob's going to comment because I know he said it before. He doesn't like him because he can't tackle. I don't pay corners to tackle. The corners to cover.
I pay him to cover. Yeah.
So like that's where I'm at. Like I'm not too worried about that. So I would go Kool-Aid right here. Okay. If I'm the Niners.
Okay, is there a player? Are you going to stay at 63? Or are you going to try to trade up?
I think the Niners trade up.
Okay.
But actually, I'm going to stay at 63 because I'm going to do something different that people might not like.
Okay.
And I think this could be how something the Niners could end up doing. And everyone's going to think it's a reach, but I think the Niners are going to potentially do so. And
Javon Baker?
Huh?
Javon Baker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they take him at 63, knowing they're going to have to trade up for him. with that 90 pick, and then in the third round, I'm gonna trade back up into the third round early, and then that's where. So if you go ahead and just draft Javon Baker, I don't care what PFF grade says.
Yeah, no, it's not about PFF.
And then can you pause like around like 75 roughly?
Yeah, I can. Let's see who goes. Your Phillips, Hicks.
You can pause right there.
Okay.
And then go to offensive tackles. I just want to see who's on the board real quick, if you can.
I don't know that I can. I don't. PFF's weird like that, dude.
Scroll it. Has the kid from Yale, Kyron, gone?
Yeah, he went. He goes early, bro. He went 58.
Oh, he does. Oh, that's crazy. I would have traded up for Kyron. Who's there at tackle?
Well, let's see who's gone. This round looks like no tackle's gone, so that's good. So you've got Kyron went. Before that, you had
Roger Rosengarten probably already went then.
Yeah, he went. Kingsley went 45 and 46.
So I think Kyron goes a little bit later in this draft, but I get why he could go that early because of the traits that he has. But I feel like Niners should trade up for a guy within that 50 to 75 range after, or yeah, you could trade up 50, get your guy at tackle. But I think at 63, they're saying at 63 to get Javon Baker. So you can just let it go. You can let it play out because there's no tackle.
Let it go. That was a bold prediction I had last night with Sunil. I said 49ers will take a receiver in round 1 or round 2.
Oh, I think that's very possible. I think that's what it sounds like, and based off of things here, I see a guy that is a really good pick. We're gonna go Michael Pratt, the quarterback out of Tulane. No, I'm just kidding, but I would if I was the Niners drafting.
I love Pratt.
Mason McCormick. I know a lot of people like Puny. I like Puny at the Senior Bowl. Really good player, but I think Mason McCormick is going to be a really, really guard who could transition a center if the 49ers want him to be a center because he could play both. Easy pick for me right there.
Okay.
Man, you're busy today. You on with Grant doing your mocks today. 5 hours with me tomorrow. Jeez.
We gotta go, man. It's draft time.
And then here, I would actually take a look at the tackles because we're right here in the fourth round at 124. And I think this could be a range. If the Niners don't go early, I think this is where they would pull the trigger on a guy like Caden Wallace. So right here, I would go Caden Wallace. They met with him, solid player, nothing special, nothing crazy, but he has more to grow into himself. So I would go Caden Wallace there.
Well, you're not getting a perfect prospect in round 4 anyways, right? So
even at 31, you're not getting a perfect guy.
No, you're right. Okay.
And then me personally here, I'm following up going Theo Johnson.
Okay.
The Niners have big
I love
plans.
how you've come around on Theo. That makes me feel good about it.
Theo's
makes me feel good.
Phenomenal, bro. I think you're the one who put me on Theo.
Yeah. He was like one of the guys. Yep.
And then we're right here in at 135. For me, I'm going defensive tackle. I don't think I've taken a defensive tackle yet. But if Mason Smith or Mekhi Wingo are in this range, those are the kind of guys I'm going for. Guy like even Leonard Taylor's right there, who's probably going in the second. For me,
I know they met with McKinley too. Yeah, did they not? McKinley Jackson, I thought they did.
I think they did actually.
Yeah.
But here I would go. Truthfully, it's between Leonard Taylor, who I think he's not getting as much love in this draft as a defensive tackle, and Mason Smith. I think Mason Smith has a much higher ceiling, but he has less reps and less play. So it's kind of, do I risk going the player who hasn't stayed injured, or do I truthfully go the player who I have more film, I've watched, and I like just as much? I personally would go Leonard Taylor here. But I feel like the Niners would go upside and go Mason Smith. And I think that would be a little bit of a mistake.
Okay.
Because he hasn't played as much. But so I'd go Mason Smith here for the Niners.
Okay. Yeah, you're trying to go what you think they're going to do. So, Mo Kamara just went.
And then you could pause it right here. We'll trade up. I don't think they plan on using all their picks. Truthfully, I think they would trade up in that third round, but let's go ahead and give up 179 and then 215. I want to keep 211.
Okay. Offer trade. Accepted. All right, there you go.
So now Cam Hart is still on the board. So I'm gonna go up and went up and I got Cam Hart corner that Niners need. So now they have 2 corners. And reason why I'm doing that is because I do think they signed guys to be depth pieces, but I also think they're guys to compete in camp. And if you could get a young corner like Cam Hart, I would rather do that.
Yeah.
Man. Drafts tomorrow.
It's crazy, right?
It's flown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse is a real one. Shout out to Jesse, man. The fact that he sent me the link right now just for you guys is crazy. I would have never done that for myself. That's crazy.
All right, we got 211 and 251.
I'm gonna go here. Can you go to the linebackers? Actually, you know what? No. Go centers. I want to see if there's any centers here.
You can get your Kingsley.
I do like Kingsley. I mean, no, he actually is a good center too, though. He actually had a really good senior bowl. Underrated. Go to receiver.
All right.
Because the Niners like Jesse says, the Niners like to double up on players.
They do, man. They really do. It's so funny. So funny. There's nobody there.
Man. Joshua Cephas is a guy that is solid. Bub Means is a guy my guy Rohan really likes. Just go to best available. And just at this point, it's like
punter.
I mean, we're trying to go kicker.
How to get him to compete? Right
here, man. How does Elijah Jones fall that far? I wouldn't have gone Cam Hart. That's crazy. Like, see, PFF's tripping. But like major. Scroll up. There's a player that I saw go slower. Slow down a little bit. Down. A little bit slower. Christian Boyd. There he is. We're gonna go Christian Boyd. We're gonna beef up the defensive line a little bit more. A lot of those guys are probably not going to be around that long. And then with the last pick, let's see if he's there, which I think he should be. There's 2 players: Kedon Slovis, Anthony Gold.
Gold's gone.
He's probably long gone, but some drafts, some mocks, he's there.
Yeah, I wish Gold was there. I love Gold. And then who else? Sorry,
quarterback Kedon Slovis.
Oh, I love Slovis, especially this late. Mm-hmm.
Someone that I got told to watch earlier today is Trey Knox, tight end out of South Carolina. So, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it. You're like, I don't got time for it.
Shout out to Rohan, but I don't got the time for it.
Where does he think he's better than Theo?
No, he just says he likes him late in the draft. Okay.
All right. So here's what you think the 49ers will do. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Javon Baker, Mason McCormick, Caden Wallace, Theo Johnson, Mazon Smith, Cam Hart. Ooh, I love this draft. Christian Boyd and Caden Slovis. Javon Baker, man, that's the name. 49er fans, look at that one. Rams and 49ers, I could see either one of them, quote unquote, reaching for Baker in round 2.
I'm going to throw something out there. I wouldn't be shocked if a team like the Chiefs took Javon Baker in the first round at pick 32.
That'd be wild.
There's people I've talked to. They say that if he ran a 4.5. They say if he ran mid to low 4.4s, he's a first round player, like by far. Like, which is weird because how teams evaluate that. Like, oh, just because he ran a little bit slower, everything else he does is round 1 level. So it's like getting him there in the second. I would love it. I'm actually surprised they gave me a B on this grade with taking him there at.
I'm surprised too, actually. Yeah, giving you a D+ for that pick, that's terrible. That's not a D+ pick. We know that. Yeah, Baker, man. Everybody watch out for him. That's the guy. Marco, my man, are you gonna be able to make it on at 7, or are you gonna have to come on at 7:30 tomorrow?
7 what 4 Pacific? Yeah, I'm there.
4.
I'm there.
Okay. All right, we'll do it, man. I hit up Rohan. We'll see if he can make it, but for sure you, David, and I will be there. If not, Rohan will be there at 7:30 Eastern. So we're gonna start an hour before. We're gonna do a mock draft probably for the whole first round and see how close we can get it. We'll talk through all the scenarios, and then we'll be analyzing every pick, man. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll probably have to be honestly, we might just have to assign like some people, like
teams.
David, hey David, you're picking 5, because dude, if we talk about it the whole time, we would probably go into the actual first round.
yeah, we might.
You know, me, David could talk about draft prospects and go back and forth for an hour just on one player. So can Rohan. So we're definitely gonna have to just like, you know what? Who would you go? Just round table. Who would you go here?
Yeah. I feel it. You're fine. I like you, KB. I think it's funny that you come in and you're like, "Hey, man, did you bash? Did you bash Purdy yet? What's going on?" I think it's funny. It's good banter. Brother Bob says, "Don't like Kool-Aid drink or the player. He's not Dion." Well, of course he's not Dion. Come on.
You know?
High hopes.
My brother Bob had an F of a draft earlier. I heard. I don't know.
I don't know that. I think he had a good draft. Dave Barclay says BB needs a guy like his wine, exquisite. It's just so sketch. All right, listen. Much love, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow night. Quad box. 1 hour before the draft. Make sure you're ready to rock. We're gonna have a blast tomorrow night. You guys stay. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say like stay up or something, but that sounded kind of lame. Stay blessed.
Earlier you said, I'm gonna text you on a comment you said earlier, because my wife heard, I was watching your show earlier in the living room, and my wife
was it a pause moment?
Yeah, it was a major pause moment, and your guest didn't pause.
And I just let it go. All right.
It was like, perfect. It was more of a no Diddy.
I feel like I have at least one of those a show, and I try to just smooth through it like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Man.
All right, y'all.